Let me talk to them first, and then we can talk. Is that okay?
Were they here?
I was here first. Yes.
I just want you to know.
What's in your jacket? I don't want. I'm kind of nervous for you handing your jacket like that.
You're nervous?
Yeah. We're just...
These are the moments when ruthless criminals try to attack cops with weapons in hand. Starting with a man who attacked an officer with a chainsaw inside a senior living facility. On December 1st, 2024 at 5:09 p.m., police in St. Charles, Illinois, received a chilling 911 call. A man was seen entering a senior living facility with a chainsaw in hand. That man was 41-year-old Daniel H. Escalera. Officers were dispatched to the scene immediately, but they had no idea how fast things were about to spiral out of control.
Hey! Hey, what's going on with this guy?
I don't know. He came in here.
Hey, can you hold this door open?
Yes,
More police
please.
are coming.
1393.
Go ahead.
There's no answer at the call to business.
Hold that door open. Hold that door open. 10-4.
The first officer to arrive at River Glen of St. Charles made contact with Escalera at the cafeteria doorway, where he stood just feet away from elderly residents.
Hey, drop the taser. Drop the taser. Or drop it. Drop it. Drop it. On the ground. On the ground.
The officer drew his taser and gave multiple verbal commands to drop the chainsaw. But Escalera didn't comply. Instead, he stepped into the cafeteria and started the chainsaw.
We'll be in the front lobby. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Subject in the front lobby.
Yes.
Step it up.
I'm not leaving here without my lady. Where is she?
Step it up.
Where's my...
Drop it.
I just want my wife, man. I just want...
Listen, man.
I don't want to...
Taser deployed. Taser. Hey.
The officer immediately deployed the taser, striking Escalera in the chest. Escalera dropped, but only for a moment. He got back up and charged directly at the officer. The officer retreated into the lobby and was quickly joined by a second responding officer. Together, they returned to the cafeteria while a third officer followed Escalera through a secondary doorway.
Shots fired.
Attention all outreach units. River Glen of St. Charles.
When officers tried to box him, Escalera re-entered the lobby, raised a chainsaw over his head, and charged. One officer fired 2 shots, but both missed. Escalera collided with the officer, striking him with the chainsaw and dropping it. The officer fired a 3rd shot, hitting him in the left forearm. After the 4th shot, Escalera collapsed beside an elderly resident in a wheelchair.
River Glen of St. Charles.
Drop it. Get him over. Get him over.
St. Charles. Attention all
Get him over.
special units St. Charles units. Shotgun dispatching shots fired at...
Hey, get out of here. Come on, buddy. Come here.
Officers handcuffed him and rendered medical aid until paramedics arrived. He was transported to Delner Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Toxicology later revealed Escalera had methamphetamine, amphetamines, and olanzapine in his system. The Kane County coroner ruled his death a result of multiple gunshot wounds. Based on the investigation, officers were found to have used justified deadly force to prevent death or great bodily harm to themselves or the residents inside. On June 7, 2025, at 3:30 p.m., deputies from the Orange County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call of a woman saying her son is schizophrenic, off his medication, and out in the street acting erratically. Deputies meet the mother at a nearby location before approaching the home.
Okay, so my son, he's been diagnosed as a schizophrenic.
Okay. Where's your son at right now?
He's at the house.
Okay.
And He also has a warrant out for him because he didn't show up for court, because he didn't take his medicine, which was a conditional release, which was a condition of his release.
Okay.
She tells him her 30-year-old son, Terry Washington Jr., has no access to weapons as all the knives have been removed from the house. Or so she thought. When deputies arrive at a home on North Ortman Drive, they're greeted by Washington's father, who tells him Terry is inside the bedroom and has a knife.
Is there any weapons in his hand?
Where's there have a knife or something?
His knife.
His knife? So I think he took it from him this morning.
That's cut proof, technically. Right. You open that door, don't have it closed. You open that door, don't have it closed.
For 5 full minutes, deputies attempt to talk to him calmly without aggression and no weapons drawn. But when Terry finally exits the room, it takes just 1 second for everything to fall apart.
TJ! What's up? Drop that fucking... Shit! County, shots fired, shots fired! Boulders, you okay? Boulders, you okay?
1619.
Fuck! County, shots fired!
After several roll calls, Washington finally comes out and directly charges at a deputy with a knife and even grabs at the officer's firearm during the attack. The deputy was forced to open fire to neutralize the threat. While backup secures the scene, deputies begin rendering aid immediately. Paramedics arrive shortly after, but it's too late. Terry was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The deputy, who suffered lacerations to the head during the struggle, is also transported to the hospital. He survives and is expected to recover. On April 20th, 2025, at approximately 8:20 a.m., officers with the Prince George's County Police Department responded to a brutal domestic-related stabbing at an apartment in the 8300 block of Indian Head Highway. They arrived to find 2 victims, a man and a woman, both critically injured from stab wounds. Before fleeing the scene, the suspect, 44-year-old Yvonne Buckner Jr., set the apartment on fire. Investigators learned that Buckner was known to the victims, and this wasn't a random attack. It was personal. Around 10:15 a.m., a second 911 call came in from the 100 block of St. George Boulevard, reporting a possible shooting or cutting in progress. Multiple officers responded and located Buckner, now armed with a knife.
Give me the radio. 7-8 knife. 7-8 knife. Drop that gun. Drop it. Drop it. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Shots fired. Shots fired. American Way in Riverhaven.
American Way in Riverhaven, shots fired. Everybody watch out for crossfire.
Drop the gun! Drop that knife!
Watch out for crossfire.
Drop that knife!
Officers issued multiple verbal commands, but Buckner refused to comply. He began advancing aggressively toward one of the officers, still holding the knife.
Drop the knife! 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 Get to cover! Get to cover! Get out! Get out!
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Copy, shots fired.
American Way in Riverhaven.
American Way in Riverhaven, shots fired.
Everybody watch out for crossfire.
Keep it 10-3. Keep it 10-3.
As the officer backed away, he and another officer fired their service weapons, striking Buckner, but he didn't drop immediately. Buckner remained standing, turned away, walked several feet, and then finally collapsed. Officers moved in and immediately began providing medical aid. EMS transported Buckner to a nearby hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The officers involved were not injured. One of the stabbing victims has since been released from the hospital. The other remains hospitalized but is expected to survive. On October 5th, 2024, at approximately 5:16 p.m., officers with the Santa Monica Police Department were alerted to a robbery at a downtown store. Store security told police that a male suspect had pushed an employee to the ground and stolen a box of kitchen knives. The suspect fled the area, and when officers recovered the box, one item was missing, an 8-inch chef's knife. The man was later identified as 28-year-old Dia Abdulhadi Halabi, a resident of New York State. Roughly an hour later, an SMPD officer was standing outside the police station, speaking with a resident about an unrelated matter when Halabi suddenly approached out of nowhere. The officer explained he'd need to wait, and that he needed to take his hand out of his jacket. But what happened next was devastating.
Let me talk to them first, and then we can talk. Is that okay?
Were they here?
I was here first, yes.
I just want you to know.
What's in your jacket? I don't want. I'm kind of nervous for your hand in your jacket like that.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Shots fired! Shots fired! Front of HQ!
Without warning, he pulled the 8-inch knife from his clothing and launched a violent attack. He slashed and stabbed the officer before the officer could even reach for his weapon. The officer managed to retreat around the corner of the station and drew his duty weapon and fired 3 shots while trying to escape the assault. When the situation fell out of his hands, the officer finally fired the 4 shots, neutralizing the threat.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Front of HQ! I got one at gunpoint, Avenida Mazatlan, guns facing northbound, send an ambulance.
Santa Monica officers immediately rendered aid to Halabi until the fire department medics took over, but it was too late. Halabi was pronounced dead at the scene. The injured officer was hospitalized overnight and is expected to make a full recovery. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you never miss an update.